Getting in touch with that emotion, getting in touch with those thoughts and those emotions that have been stuffed down inside, that's creating all that negative energy. Let that come up. Let that come up. As it starts coming up, it comes out. Crying. Crying's a good thing. It's a good thing. We want you to cry it all out. Just cry it out. Come on. You're not weak. You're not weak. Big boys, they cry too. Boys cry too.
Struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, I've been talking with a lot of teenagers recently about their development of self, of who they are, who do they want to be. Right? So sometimes when I go into a home, the parents are like, oh, this is what Joe's doing. He's doing this and he's doing this and he's hanging out with these people, and you know, it's all the negative stuff, right? That's kind of like, I think it's kind of like that's the tip of the iceberg. That's what you see on top, is just kind of the behaviors, right? And just kind of the negative things that are going on in the teen's life, but I like to dig underneath that. I like to go underneath that, and really what I like to talk about is just this idea of, is this who you want to be? Is this, do you believe what you're doing is good for you? Do you believe it's good for you? And generally the conversation starts out by, yeah, I like this friend, I like, you know, I'm doing this, it's not a big deal, right? And we start kind of digging under it more, and we start talking about, well, it seems to be good for me short term. Short term, it's okay. Long term, I'm not really sure if it's good for me long term, but short term, it's good for me, right? And as we go deeper, we start talking about just like, you know, what they think of themselves, and if they view themselves as, you know, a thumbs up good or neutral or negative. Just how do they view themselves? How do they talk to themselves? How do they feel about themselves, right? Just how do they value themselves, right? The more that they have negative associations with themselves, we find that they're doing these negative behaviors, right? That the way that they value themselves is alignment, is just a projection of what they're doing on the outside. They're negative on the inside, so they're going to attract or want what's on the outside, all right? The negative that's on the outside. And so part of what our goal is to help them establish all the awesome stuff about them, all the awesome stuff, who they want to be. Maybe they're not this way right now, okay, but who do they want to be in the future? Who do they want to be in the future? As I start changing the way that I feel about myself and valuing who I am, right? I'm going to think differently about myself, and then I'm going to do things differently, right? I'm going to value more positive. I'm going to value more good in my life. And when I value more good in my life, then I'm going to want things that support, that align with that being good, right? So I then attract people to my same vibrational level. I want people in my life that are going to not only support me, but in a positive way, but they're gonna add positivity to my life, all right? I'm not gonna attract that negative. I'm not gonna do that negative. So a lot of times what I'll say is, well, just tell me what's going on in your life, how you're thinking and how you're feeling about other people, and just what you're doing in your life, and I can tell you what you think about yourself. Because what I believe is just what we think about ourselves, we're just projecting to the outside world, right? If we're kind to ourselves and we're being good to ourselves, then we're going to do that in the world, and we're going to then expect that from other people, right? But if we don't do that for ourselves, then we can't expect that of other people. If we're not kind to ourselves, and we don't want good things for ourselves, then we're not going to do that out in the world, right? Alignment, okay? We're talking about alignment here. How you feel, what you want on the inside is what you project to the outside. Okay? Alignment. So I have a lot of fun. Instead of talking about don't do this, don't do that, what do you want? What do you want? You want good stuff in your life? You want good stuff in your life? You got to take care of you first. You got to take care of you. All right? We're going to do a midday fave. A midday fave review. We're going to do a midday in between seeing clients. Let's do a midday fave review. All right? Midday fave review. Should we put the captain? We got these Wiley Wallaby, they're like licorice, okay? So we got the apple, we got the red, the classic red, and the strawberry. We're gonna try each one, all right? All right, let's go with the berry first. Okay, all right. Let's go with the red, classic red. Okay. I love licorice. I love licorice. This is like licorice, but if you can see, this is the green apple. This is let's see, they're like thicker. It's like thicker. It's like you remember you know red vines? It's kind of like red vines a little bit, where it's thicker. Tastes like a whole lot of licorice. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna give them all. They're all gonna be in the 8s. All gonna be in the 8s because I would get them again. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. Crying is good. Crying is good. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Crying is getting in touch with that emotion, getting in touch with those thoughts and those emotions that have been stuffed down inside, that's creating all that negative energy. Let that come up. Let that come up. And as it starts coming up, it comes out. Crying's a good thing. It's a good thing. We want you to cry it all out. Just cry it out. Come on. You're not weak. You're not weak. Big boys, they cry too. Boys cry too. Go ahead, boys. Go ahead, boys. It's all right. It's all right to cry. It's all right to cry. Been talking about masculine and feminine energy, right? And boys not being able to cry because they're weak and they need to be strong. I say boys, I mean men too, right? I mean dads, right? Okay? So masculine and feminine energy. I'd like to see a balance between masculine and feminine energy. I'd like you to be able to be aware enough, okay, I need to be more feminine here. I need to be more feminine. I need to be more masculine. Both for men, women, right? I need to see that. I need to see that you're able to be more balanced. You can show caring and concern and empathy and kindness, but you can also be strong at the same time, and you can be assertive and you can be direct, right? I need to see both of those energies. I need to see it. And if you're showing me one more than the other, I'm going to help you get more balanced, okay? I'm going to help you get more balanced. Parents, I think it's important that you show your kids, both feminine and masculine energy, all right? Dads, show your kids more of that kindness, more of that empathy. Show them that you cry. Give them some tears. Give them some tears. Moms, be more direct. Show more of that masculine energy. More direct, more confident, more assertive, more to the point. All right? It's all about this masculine and feminine energy, y'all. Being mindful of it, being aware. When do I need to turn that switch on? When do I need to change it up just a bit? All right? When do I need to slide it over? I need to show a little bit more of this energy. Slide it back over. I need to send a little bit more energy this way. More energy this way. All right, y'all. Cry it out. Cry it out. Cry it out. Crying. It's okay to cry, y'all. It's okay to cry. I want you to cry. Means that you're getting in touch with those thoughts and feelings. You're not crying. You're not getting in touch with those thoughts and feelings. Let that come out. Let that negativity come out. Let it come out.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup.